The connective tissue helps connect. What is this well formed jelly doing here? We'll find out soon. So connective tissue holds together various body parts. It joins skins to the muscles, it joins bones to the muscles, it joins one organ to another organ, and so on. It helps keep everything together. So far we have learned that cells are the basic building block of life, and that many cells group together to make tissues, and the epithelial tissue, the muscular tissue, the nervous tissues are all examples of cells grouping together to make tissues. But connective tissue is different. Connective tissue has a base or a matrix. It's a jelly-like substance which has fibers. So these are protein or collagen fibers. These are thick fibers, thin fibers, and these have cells which are also called fibroblasts. So these cells differentiate and then become fibers, and you can imagine this to be like a jelly which has fruits and fibers in it, and the jelly is like the matrix. So this is how it looks under a microscope. So you can see the cells there, and you can see the fibers, and you can see the matrix out there. Types of connective tissues. There are connective tissues proper, there are supportive connective tissue, and there is fluid connective tissue. And the areolar tissue, which is the first tissue which we talk about under connective tissue proper, it provides support, strength and elasticity. It's typically found beneath the skin, so it helps join skin to muscles. So for example, when you pull your skin, it goes back, and that shows that it is elastic and it is joined to the muscles. Then there is a adipose tissue which provides insulation against heat, for example. It also acts as a padding for internal organs, and it also does energy storage. So the cells in the adipose tissue are also commonly known as the fat cells. And the third type of connective tissue is the fibrous tissue, which helps to join two bones, and it is also commonly known as tendons, ligaments, etc. And it is very strong because it is joining two bones. It has got a lot of strength. So we talk about supportive connective tissues. We have cartilage, which is not porous and it is elastic. So for example, if you touch the tip of your nose, or if you hold your ear, you are touching the cartilage tissue. It helps in providing the smooth movement at the joints. So for example, your external ear, it defines the shape of the ear, and it also supports the organs within the ear. Bone is also a tissue, surprising. It is porous and inelastic and has blood cells and nerves. So for example, typically we know bone as this outer part, which is the compact bone, but bone is also comprised of this bone marrow here. There is the spongy bone, and these are cartilage tissues which help in smooth movement between two bones. Type of connective tissue is the fluid connective tissue. Very surprising. Blood, yes, it's a connective tissue. Some people do not classify this as a connective tissue. Plasma, red blood corpuscles, white blood corpuscles, platelets, all the components of blood are referred to as the blood tissue. And then we have the lymphatic tissue, which is the fluid surrounding body cells, and the blood plasma typically forms the lymph. So these provide mechanism for transportation and immunity. So remember, connective tissue is like a jelly, and which has tissues and cells in it.